Got an appointment earlier today for my roofing client in Orlando. It's a pretty good one. It's with a hospital. It's a little under 450,000 square feet. Guys are going to go out there and meet with both the manager and the director next week, so pretty good one.
Got a really good appointment for our Kansas City accounting firm today. Spoke with the director of finance over at a healthcare facility. When I spoke with her, I reached out to her multiple times in the past, but she always directed me towards somebody else. She ended up taking over the position of director of finance recently and did say she was interested in meeting with us. They don't currently use an accounting firm to do bookkeeping or tax consulting. They do bookkeeping on house, but was very interested in the tax consulting part. So she's pretty busy until the week of the 13th in July. So we got it set up for that Friday at 10:30. We can go through our services and ultimately give them a quote over so how much it would cost to work with us. Sounds like a really good opportunity, and I'm super excited to hear how it goes.
We got two today. First one was for my IT client out in I was with the municipality, scheduled it with the city manager. I talked with them last year. Told me to follow up with them around this time. Their contract renewal is coming up in August. It's 77 users. Looks like 2 different locations. Wasn't 100% sure on the status of the servers, but should be good to get them a comparison going into their evaluation. Second one was for my IT client down in Texas. It's also with a municipality. They just hired a new systems administrator, started 2 weeks ago. It's 150 users. They've talked since she's been there in the last 2 weeks about making a change from their current IT provider, who's helping them with some help desk type of things. They have 5 to 6 servers, a handful of locations, so that should be a great conversation as well.
Scheduled a couple meetings pretty much back to back here in the last 30 minutes for our guys out in Rapid City, South Dakota. So first one was a manufacturing of marble, a marble manufacturer. They do countertops, floors, you name it. Spoke to the president, CEO. Wants us to come out on site, provide some references, some pricing, show how we stack up against our current provider. Scheduled for on-site the second week of July. Just got another one. It's a nonprofit organization. It's an internal guy who's actually currently operating as the HR director of operations, pardon me, and the IT director. So wearing a lot of hats right now, completely overwhelmed. Wants to see what we have to offer in terms of support, network security, endpoint management security. Shouldn't be a great conversation. So a couple good ones.
Any nice proposals, closed deals from this week?
Schneider and Solid both got some out for around 12,000, and then somebody else got one. Solid closed one for 60, and another smaller one as well.
Just got roofing closed some repairs for a little over 18,000 this week.
Ozone Roofing got out a few proposals, 157,626, and then 2 other options, 123,912, 96,885, and then another proposal, 32,120.
Will, Paul's got a couple out earlier in the week. One was for 4,200 MRR. The other one was, I think, 2K MRR. Brett?
Service Works closed their first deal, small service call for 1,500, but it should lead to more in the future.
That's awesome. HVAC's a big deal. Justin?
Technologics got out a proposal yesterday for 3,600 MRR.
That's awesome. Anybody else? Nothing. Okay, Laura, do you have any HR updates or anything?
I do.
Okay, see you.
So Logan, our new custodian, starts July 6th. This next week that we're in the office, please use it as a week of transition to embrace using your locker more regularly, cleaning up your workstation, any food and bottles. Be sure that they get stored in your locker overnight, especially on the weekends. Rinse, clean them out, because if things are left out that are food or beverages, he is going to be directed to throw them out, okay? Because we need to keep clean, keep the bugs away, and just have a very nice professional appearance, because we got the video running, right, for clients. So be sure that you do that. This is the warning. It's not going to be like, okay, Logan started and he's going to, yeah, this is it. So transition next week. If you need your locker number, if you need a reminder, just shoot me a chat, I'll send it to you, not a problem. June 30th is our next pay. There are a number of new deductions because we are in a new insurance plan. We have the new HSA program where it's you contribute on the employee side, we contribute on the employer side. Be sure to take a look at your Paylocity pay stub on payday and let me know right away via chat if you see anything that you have a question about, doesn't make sense, or you feel is incorrect, right? Cigna, the digital ID cards, will be available on July 1st, okay? In the meantime, if you need any digital card or any information, you are to contact me via chat, all right? I will help you get that taken care of. The deductible rollovers, where Anthem is communicating to Cigna your deductible fulfillment for the year through May, is being worked through right now. July 1st is a realistic time frame in which they'll have that done. If you have special handling or a need with an appointment or a pricey prescription, again, send me a chat, all right? And we'll work through that and give that some special attention. Pacific Life, when Debbie, Libby, and I met with one-on-one, there were a number of folks that said, hey, I don't think I enrolled in Pacific Life. If I didn't, can I, or can I get the voluntary now? And the answer is no. I've talked to Pac Life folks, I've talked with Marsh, and that deadline was announced a number of times, and there's really no way to get that done.
Push back a number of times too.
Yeah, so next year, be sure that we pay attention to annual enrollment and get that done, and we will work to always improve and make the process even better for next year. Two final things. The July poly went out a while ago, and I think from what I can tell there are only 4 responses, which I find odd. So I'm going to resend it. I'm going to ask Dakota to be sure I have poly access, and we'll get that resent if you could respond to those over the weekend here. And the final thing is, we have a suite reserved at Arsenal BG Ballpark on July 4th. It's an excellent time to dine, be well fed, enjoy the ball game. You'll see the fireworks show that will be pretty impressive that day, more than usual at the ballpark. Plus you have line of sight to the downtown fireworks for that night. So there's about 25 slots. Be sure on the poly, if you're interested in that, that you note that. And you can bring a +1. So
you can see the downtown fireworks, but the real fireworks are it's actually
at the ballpark.
At the ballpark. It's like a 30-minute fireworks show. It's almost too much. It's so crazy. Like I had to like look down for a second. It was just it was a lot.
If you've been there on
Friday
fireworks night, it's impressive anyway. This is supposed to be, you know, it's the semi-quincentennial, whatever the word is.
People buy tickets just to go for the fireworks show. They don't even go to the game. They just like show up and go to the fireworks show. It's that big of a deal. They're really trying to make it a statement for the fireworks too.
And then the last thing I'll say is yes, I just said send me chats. There are a lot of chats that I'm getting right now. I am working through that diligently. I try to respond or give it a thumbs up. I will get to you, I promise, and we will get everybody taken care of. That's all I got.
Awesome, guys. We're hitting towards the end of the month. Let's finish strong. Make sure that we're focusing on clients and being available. I know some clients are. I think I just got a phone call from a client. Where's Michael? Where's Mike Portel? No. He called me again. So again, like some guys are gonna have to like just lay it out a couple times. I think Mike's client is having trouble remembering which number is Mike's and which number is the main line, and like that's not a huge deal. It's great that they're calling. I'll transfer. Make sure that you're available, right? Have Ring Central on your phone. Have Teams on your phone. Have our app on your phone. You never know. I'm taking phone calls and transferring to people all the time. We want to be really receptive. It is extremely frustrating dealing with any business these days. Laura can tell you for sure, she's working with Cigna. We're not even naming a whole bunch of names. It's hard to get people to follow up and do the thing that they say that they're going to do. Once a contract is, kind of signed, it's like people just figure, okay, people don't care anymore. Okay. One of the reasons why we get a lot of great reviews and people like working with us is because of our responsiveness, because we care, because you have a personal relationship with our clients. Okay. So make sure they know your number. Make sure they got it saved. Make sure that when they call, you're taking it, do whatever you can. If you're indisposed, text them, hey, can't do it, I'll call you right back. That's what I just did now. Make sure things are recorded. For the most part, our clients are awesome. There are occasionally somebody who, maybe might behave a little bit better if they were like on a recorded line or a recorded meeting. Some of this stuff applies, specifically to business development managers. So remind them if they're meeting with a client. Managers should know to do this anyway, but record those partner meetings. And, sometimes people behave, they're a little more professional. I will say this, when any time a client might, anybody, go down the route of kind of getting a little too familiar or maybe being a little loose or acting a little inappropriate with things, whether that, flirt, call names, disparaging work, whatever it is, it's always good if you guys keep it more formal, right? Instead of dialing it up, ratcheting it up, meet them with calm demeanor. If anybody is going to if anybody's going to go and get some, you let it be me. That way, I'll be the one responsible for it. I don't want the client coming back and saying, so-and-so said this or that, okay? You guys do a great job. Just reminding you, it happens from time to time, okay? Another thing is, right, we're growing, we're hiring people. Some people they'll move back home. Some people have been terminated. Some people get promoted. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here because we're growing fast. We just talked with an agency we re-engaged with. We're thinking about buying a 10 to 15 person, digital marketing agency and helping them get integrated in here. There's just a number of things. Actually, I had them in earlier this week. Number of things that are going on. I will say this. We're not going to go into dirty details about anything, but to work here, you need to show up like on time regularly, and when you're scheduled to be at work, you need to come to work. It's not like an option. We have to have a baseline of respect. Nobody's allowed to speak to somebody disrespectfully, curse them out, demean them, diminish them in any way. We will not have a workplace that's like that, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Okay. It does not matter what type of performer you are or aren't. We have a code of that we're real people, it's hard work, it's results. We respect each other, we respect our clients, we respect the work. Show up, do a good job, go home. I don't have a band I want you guys to go watch. You don't have to play in an intramural bowling league with me, blah, 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 blah. It really is as simple as do a great job, go home, and then let's have a great time while we're here, okay? So my commitment to you is if anybody is ever acting inappropriately for some misconduct or whatever, it's always safe to come, say it, right, and let me know. We will address it. If it can be worked through, we will work through it. If it is such a case that there is no working through it, so be it, but we will have a place where people enjoy coming to work, and that's it, okay? Does that make sense? All right, guys, go have a great lunch. Let's finish strong.
We just got one from my Phoenix IT client. It's with a law firm, right about 90 to 100 users. So they already have an MSP in place for cybersecurity, but they said that they have a lot of smaller vendors for other items like phones and day-to-day support and whatnot. So we're just going to be a comparative resource for that. So got a conversation set up for August. July's a little busy for him, but we're just see what we got to do to get up to the plate and hit this one out of the park. Let's go.
I just had a really positive conversation in our Canada market, which spoke to the director of network services. They have about 50 to 70 users, so had a very positive conversation. Very excited to see where we go with this one. So.
Got a really good one for my roofer in Oakland. It was a lead weight. I had spoken with the guy about 4 or 5 months ago, said that they do a super in-depth maintenance program for the facility. It's a manufacturing facility, super in-depth roof system. I could tell immediately that's normally something where prospects are looking to get some type of maintenance program going on. Just there's so many potentials for roof issues. So followed up today, said could have been more timely. Actually had to follow up on his calendar for me to follow, or for him to follow up with me. Either way, I was supposed to be following up with him. So that was really cool to know. But he's going to have us give some pricing, went over some of the previous companies he used, where they excelled, where they struggled, and how we can accommodate to make sure that we're excelling in every way possible so that we can be the company every year that does work for them. And it's around 90,000 square feet.